All right, y'all, here we are at another episode of We Broke Garage. We're getting really close to our Cruise for a Cure that's happening May 2nd and May 3rd, 2026. That's this coming Saturday and Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks to all of you who have been following, subscribing, and watching our content. If you're new here, go down. If you like what you see, smash that subscribe button for us. If you've been here, thanks a lot for your guys' support. Hope you all enjoy the video.
Together we chase speed, in the shop we scheme and grin. Kids on the bench, the camera loves the grin within. We broke garage, hot fueled by grit and cold. Dragging dreams through the city where the street lights out. On every you-go page, we're racing hearts, not just gears. We make do with what we have to make memories.
When a guy says he's ready to get his truck done, by God, he's ready to get his truck done. We got some Summit parts, some On3 Performance parts, some Amazon parts. We're fixing to make a big dent in this thing tonight. So I'm sitting here thinking, to be able to put this hitch in this Pro Street truck, how are we going to do this? Our good friend Nate got us a hitch, I think off a Toyota minivan, maybe. But you know, with the rear frame rails being narrowed, we're gonna have to come up with some MacGyvery to get this thing done. So but we've decided it's Thursday, and we are leaving on our first trip a week from this Saturday. So it's crunch time. We've got a lot of parts here to get put on this thing. We got to get it up to Jimbo to get the cold side done. So it's Thursday currently, I think 11:30 p.m. And we're going to try to fire this thing up and drive it on a trailer Saturday so we can get it up to Jimbo on Sunday. So we're starting at the rear bumper and moving our way to the front bumper. Come along for this ride. So we narrowed this hitch a little bit, and of course we'll take it down out of there and clean her up good and throw some paint on her, but it's actually not sitting exactly where it needs to. It's kind of moved a couple times, but you kind of get the gisty. We've made some of our own brackets here that actually came off that hitch. We're gonna get some bolts thrown up in this thing so that it levels it out, and then we'll weld this tube to this plate. And then we're also gonna take from where the back of this hitch is, we're gonna weld a 1/4-inch steel plate on here up to about right here on the frame rail, and then throw 2 bolts in it right here too. I definitely do not want this thing coming off. So we're gonna try to secure it in here pretty good. It'll have 3 bolts there, 2 bolts there, 3 bolts there, all grade 8 hardware, 1/2 inch. So it should not go anywhere. So we got her all cut down. We got bolts in both sides. I just took the nut off of that side and then realized that I forgot to video this. So this is what it looks like before. Like I said, we got that plate welded on right there. It's going to 3-bolt to the back of the 2x3 chassis here. So we got that welded plate on, 3 bolts on that side, 3 bolts on that side. I should be able to pull a damn car trailer with this thing. It should not be going anywhere. It's nice and tucked and hidden up underneath of here, which I really, really like, honestly. I probably will go ahead, well, I ain't got a choice, but I'll go ahead and cut me a hole right here for the hitch receiver to go through. And I do believe Mama Bear's looking for one of them flip down license plate deals with the springy on it that does this. It does this whenever you got to put a hitch in there. So we're going to try one of them, I reckon. But it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I refuse to quit on this thing, even though I got an astronomical amount of work to do tomorrow for work, not here. But I'm going to go ahead and unbolt this thing, get it pulled out, clean it all up, do the welds on it, because it looks like Ray Charles did some of these welds because I kept hitting my damn head up underneath there. So I'm going to pull it down out of there so I can get some good eyes on it, get it welded up, get it cleaned up, throw some paint on it, and jam it back in here. All right, now that I've got it unbolted out of there, here's a little bit more of what it looks like. So when I get these welds finished up, and like I said, get this thing all cleaned up, but when I was doing my cutting of the brackets on the other one, I know I cut this side off because I was planning on doing it a different way. However, this nice big piece right here, This is some really thick, sturdy stuff. So I'm going to round this edge off right here, put me a nice little oblong hole in there, and use that as a tie down if we ever need to put it on a trailer, which I'm hoping we don't have to, but at least it'll be there. Well, there is our hideaway hitch. Now, with that being said, as much as I buried this thing up in here, this standard little U-Haul receiver hitch is not gonna work. You can't even slide it back in there far enough to get the pin in it. So we'll get us one of them small extensions, like a 6-inch extension to stick in there. I had planned on getting one of those regardless of what kind of hitch we end up putting on here. But it's all in. It's painted. It's bolted. We got the bolt up in there. So I don't really think this thing's going to be going anywhere. Not keeping in mind that all we're doing is pulling a 5x8 trailer behind this thing, and it's probably going to weigh about 12 or 1,300 pounds total. So 700 pounds for the trailer and about 500 pounds of stuff inside of it. So I think we should be good. But I mean, honestly, guys, we did this out of a hitch, out of a Toyota minivan that our buddy Nate had to take off at the car dealership that he works at. So thank you, Nate, at Dirty Car Workshop. Appreciate you greatly for dropping that thing off. We've got it in, and it's looking pretty good. It's ready to pull a trailer. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step here. The next step, we went ahead and put a new posi unit, new ring gear in this thing. And the next step is filling it up with this awesome Hot Shot Secret FR3 racing gear oil. So a big shout out to Hot Shot Secret for helping us out. 9 years strong now. We've been running all their products and everything. So we're going to go ahead and get this installed in there and keep on moving on. Shoo-wee, look at this shit. There's a Ford on the rack. Weird. We got Zach and Katie's Mustang going on Cruise for a Cure next weekend. Zach says, hey, I need to put an exhaust on. I said, bring it on over. Let's make it happen. My junk got pushed outside. We'll deal with that stuff another day. Well, we got the new exhaust put on Zach and Katie's Mustang. Katie and Amber worked feverishly on getting all of the shirts for Cruise for a Cure done. We thank Nate Frazee from Dirty Car Workshop for coming over and lending a helping hand. Then we all joined in enjoying our nacho and taco bar for the evening.
Sunset spills gold on chrome dust. We ride the wind, the radio blasting us. Highways whisper, keep it coming, friend. Only the road exists, the rest pretend. Windows down, freedom singing loud. Hot rod heartbeat burning through the crowd. Me and the mound, nothing else around. Cruising on the edge where dreams are found.
All right, y'all. So we worked hard. We gave it a shot. We are trying to get this red Pro Street Blazer done for this trip, and it's just not working out that way. And it literally felt like an elephant kicked me in the nuts. I'm not going to lie. We worked hard to get this truck on this trip because this was our first big event like this that we were hosting ourselves. And, you know, I wanted my own truck on it. But with that being said, with as many people as I had backing me and you know, trying to push me along on this thing and supporting me in what I was wanting to do, it finally came to the conclusion that it just wasn't going to happen. We had some delay in transmission parts, which was going to put us behind about 5 or 6 days. And when you only have 10 days to get this thing done, it's just not going to happen. So I want to thank everybody that's helped me push this Blazer as far as we've gotten it so far. We're not giving up on it. We're still working like crazy on it. We have Drop the Hammer coming up at the end of May, and that truck will be at Drop the Hammer. So it's going to give us a chance to change some things that I just didn't like on it. If you remember back in one of my previous videos, I had mentioned that we got the turbo put in it, but I wasn't really happy about cutting my hood for the turbo to fit in it. So after talking with Jimbo from Penny Pincher Performance, I'm going to get this thing as far along as I can get it right now, and then we're going to throw it up on a trailer and take it to Penny Pincher Performance, and he is going to go ahead and relocate the turbo, and then do the exhaust piping on it and the intercooler piping for the cold side. So we'll finish getting the ACES system put in it. We will get the fuel system put in it, which is almost already done. And hopefully get the transmission back here soon. I think the transmission is supposed to be done tomorrow, which will actually be today that you guys are watching this video. So we'll get all that stuff put in, but for right now, we've kind of switched gears a little bit. Luckily enough, I've had a vehicle that you guys might remember from a previous video from way back, still in my shop that we've just kind of been messing around with. There was a couple that contacted me here locally that had a vehicle that they had owned for a while. They'd had it to a bunch of different places, and quite honestly, they were scared to drive it. Every time they took it out, it was breaking down on them, leaving them stranded, leaking fluids all over the place. It was just one thing after another. So this vehicle just kind of sat. They're not car savvy people. They just like having a hot rod that they can drive. And I took this project on, and we've worked through it little by little as time allowed and as money allowed. And luckily I called them this past weekend and said, hey, let me make you guys a deal. I'll wipe out the debt that you guys owe me for the parts that we've put on this for the last section of work that we've done to it. I'll wipe that debt out, and in trade, I'm going to take this thing on a 300-mile cruise and prove to you that it'll make it, so that you guys don't have to be scared to take it out anywhere. So we'll go ahead and reveal to you guys what this new ride is going to be for our Cruise Free Cure on 2026. We're pretty excited about it.
Shiny dreams in a garage that never sleeps. We brew our glory from rusted borrowed keeps. We broke, but we burn. We glow in the night. Gasoline.
Our new Cruise for Cure 2026 ride. We got a visit from our good friend Bill Kelly, who was bringing over the 2 trophies that he has hand built for our Cruise for Cure 2026. The trophy is for the winner of the poker run, and the butterfly will be raffled off to raise money for the cause. We would really like to thank Bill Kelly for the hard work put into these. All right, y'all. So as you guys well know, of course, we're sponsored by ACES, but that doesn't mean that we don't work on other things. We had a customer bring us Monte Carlo in who was complaining about a stiff throttle pedal. He's got a Holley a Holley Sniper system on it. And through some research and watching some other YouTube videos, I kind of wanted to show you a little bit of what we're looking at here. This thing does, you can just barely push on the gas. It will not go anywhere. It kind of just stops. And if you push it hard enough to get it to go anywhere, it'll snap your head back and bark the tires off of it. So I saw a little trick I'm going to go ahead and do on this thing. Went over to my buddy Zach Hensel's today and grabbed a secondary lever off of a mechanical secondary Holley carburetor. And we're going to take this one off of here. So from what I've gathered is this actuator rod right here for the secondaries. When you open the primaries, it will immediately start opening the secondaries. This is going to be your secondary lever here where my thumb's at. So it is really stiff to be able to open both of those at the same time. This is a 1-to-1. So what I'm being told is we're going to take this lever off, put this little small lever on that I got off of a Holley carburetor, utilize this hole, the top hole of this arm, back to here, and this will allow the primaries to open up between 30 and 35% before the secondaries will start opening up. So you can see right there, guys, as soon as you touch it, they start opening. We can show you down in here. As soon as you touch it, both start opening. So now we're going to go ahead and put this lever on and we'll see what it looks like after that. All right, guys, so we got this lever put in, this secondary actuator rod. And if you remember back just a couple minutes ago where I just showed you about when you're trying to open up this and when you were opening up the primaries, the secondary was immediately opening and moving. Now we've got that much movement, kind of like the old carburetor style. And it is so much easier and so much more fluid to be able to open up the throttle. So we'll do a shot down inside the butterflies as you remember before. There we go. So we've got about 30 to 35% open before those back butterflies even start opening. So for those of you that have the Holley Sniper EFI system, especially the older model ones, if you're having a problem with the sticky throttle, go find somebody that's got a small little actuator rod, or they're pretty cheap on Amazon. Buy one for a mechanical secondary Holley and replace it. Make sure you put it in the top hole, and that'll take care of your sticky throttle problem. So we got a couple other items to get fixed on this thing, and we're going to get it cleaned up and take it on the cruise this weekend. All right, so there you have it, guys. We've got a new ride for the Cruise for a Cure 2026. Hunter and I will be taking it. Amber is going to be in her Blazer for its first long drive with the brand new paint job from Gloss Boss Customs on it. So we're pretty excited about that one. We got just a little bit to do on her trailer to repair some things that happened on Six Smokies. Got a couple of the fenders to fix, and we're going to reinforce the axle on it because I give her shit a lot of the times about taking way too much stuff, but we always end up using it. So we need to beef up the axle so she can pack more stuff in that trailer. We'll get that done. The 64 is an oil change and nut and bolt away from being ready for mom and dad to be able to take it. So we're getting really excited about this cruise. It's coming up in 5 days. We have so many people backing us on this thing. It's turning out incredible. So we're really looking forward to having a good time. Guys, follow along with it on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. Don't forget, we do still have the auction of the haircuts and the armpits. So if you guys do not get a chance to come out and enjoy us or meet up with us somewhere, but still want to help out for the cause, that's a great way to do it. I will also be posting on our Facebook page and our YouTube different ways that you guys can buy raffle tickets, 50/50 tickets at the event. And we'll get you some gifts one way or another. If you buy some raffle tickets and you end up winning something, then and you're not close to us, then we'll bring it back with us and we'll ship it out to you. So again, at the end of the day, we're setting a $5,000 goal to be able to write a check to this family at the end of the weekend, and we're hoping that we hit it. So keep your fingers crossed, guys, for us. And any way you guys can help, share it out. Let your friends know. We're still taking entries up until Friday, May 1st on thevote.com under Cruise for a Cure 2026. So any last second choices that you guys might want to make to go ahead and come on this cruise, tickets are still available. So we've got plenty of extra shirts made. Amber's been working her tail off on making these shirts. We've got a good time planned. So I appreciate you guys all watching the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, share it with all your friends, and we'll see you in a couple of days before we take off for the trip. Thanks, y'all. Don't forget to visit WeBrokeGarage.store for all of our new merch being loaded daily. We have new designs like the Fairlane 500, the vintage We Broke Garage, and the all-new Girl Power. If there is something that you think we should carry in our merch store, feel free to reach us at webrokegarage@gmail.com.
We broke.